And then moving on to stakeholders, I've alluded before that implementation of SDGs in Zimbabwe is not only the responsibility of government, but everyone is involved. That's why we have the hashtag Leave No One Behind. We have the parliamentarians, UN agencies, central government, non-governmental organizations, the CSOs, the FBOs. That's why you discover we have pastors in here. The community-based organizations, local authorities, academia, DPOs, trade unions, everyone is taken on board as a stakeholder in terms of making sure that sustainable development goals are achieved in Zimbabwe. And then each and every stakeholder has a role in making sure that at times it might be the financial support, the technical support, advocacy, and raising an awareness, coordination and facilitation and participation in respective constituencies. That's why we discovered that this time around we have chiefs on board. We understand Vanoshanda Nema Sabuku, and it's easier for them to reach out to the communities that they come from. And hence, I believe this is a great opportunity to make sure that everyone will hear the word Sustainable Development Goals and Anombo International. And then the implementation, as you understand, when implementing something, you encounter challenges, and also at times you have the strength and you have that plus on yourself to say, yes, we have had challenges, but we've achieved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. And one of the major challenges is limited fiscal space, which has resulted in adequate allocations being made to capital expenditure across all sectors. And then informalization of the economy, which has led to the worsening of poverty, where we are saying the local authorities are here. At times they may come up with initiatives to make sure that the informalization of the economy is formalized, and then facilitate the registration of all vendors and other people that are working in the informal economy. Unavailability of reliable, timely, and disaggregated data, which is vital for monitoring, review, and reporting of progress. And hence, with this challenge, we continually call for everyone to provide information whenever requested of it, so that at least we continue to report accurately and leave no one behind in terms of the information that should be put in all reports. The increase in urban population, which has given rise to increasing incidences of urban poverty, inadequate housing, inadequate provision of services, and environmental degradation and pollution. The negative impact of low per capita allocations to enablers such as health and education, which have worsened poverty and inequality. And then opportunities. Despite the challenges that have been encountered, Zimbabwe still has so many opportunities to ride on, so that we make sure that when 2030 comes, we are able to say we have done good, and well done to everyone who has participated in making sure that the SDGs are well implemented and achieved. Zimbabwe is a relatively young population. The country's demographic profile is dominated by productive age groups 15 to 64, which accounts for 94% of the total population. This demographic composition provides an opportunity for Zimbabwe's economy. I think we all agree that the younger we are, the more energetic and productive we become. So this is one of the opportunities that we need to ride on, so that at least we're able to implement and achieve SDGs. And then the country's huge and largely untapped renewable capacity energy presents for greater participation by individuals and private sector in this sector. And then also the availability of public-private partnerships, where we have different people coming from different angles to say we need to support in achieving goal number 1, in achieving goal number 2. And also the availability of space for the creation of SMEs and all that. And then lessons learned, we have while the country will be implementing all the 17 goals, focus will be on the 10 plus goals, but the focusing exercise was formed by country's vision, the need to focus on enabling SDGs and resource availability. That's a lesson learned where at times issues of resource availability continues to hammer. And then also integration and alignment of essentials for effective implementation. The SDGs have already been mainstreamed and integrated into the country's Vision 2030 and complementing the national development plans. As you are aware, we're in the process of developing the NDS, which is also something that will help us to get lessons on how best we can improve the implementation mechanisms and be able to have that. So thank you very much for your